So Zachariah is being visited by an angel. An angel has told him that even though he's really old, he's going to have a baby. "How can I be sure of this?" said Zachariah to the angel. "I'm an old man. My wife's not as young as she used to be either." "Look here," replied the angel. "I am Gabriel. I stand in God's presence, and I was sent to speak to you and give you this splendid news. Now listen. You will be silent. You won't be able to speak until the day when it all happens, because you didn't believe my words, but they will come true at the proper time." Meanwhile, the people were waiting for Zachariah and were surprised that he was taking such a long time. But when he came out, he couldn't speak to them, and they understood that he'd seen a vision in the sanctuary. He made gestures to them, but remained speechless. So when the days of his priestly service were complete, he went back home. After that time, Elizabeth, his wife, conceived. She stayed in hiding for 5 months. "This is the Lord's doing," she said. "At last he has looked on me and taken away my public shame." So Zachariah didn't believe the angel. What the angel was telling him was something he thought was impossible. Now, the angel seems a bit cross with Zachariah for not believing it. And not being able to speak seems like a punishment. But the fact that the angel could cause Zachariah not to speak maybe helped, because that was a sign that the angel really was telling the truth. The angel said you won't be able to speak, and Zachariah wasn't able to speak. With your pictures, your angel is now going to go back up into heaven. You might have a place in your house that you think is a good place for heaven to be, or you might just put them away for a bit. Zachariah, meanwhile, is going to go home. So you might want to choose a room in your house that's where Zachariah lives. He probably lived in a place called Hebron, which is quite close to Jerusalem, and he would have walked to get home. When Zachariah gets home, he's going to need to meet Elizabeth. This is my picture of Elizabeth. You might want to draw your own or have a look on the church website, and there'll be an outline that you can print out and colour in. For my characters that I've drawn, I've done them at the bottom of a long piece that I can fold in half and then stand them up. But you might find it nice to prop them up against something or find other ways of getting them to stand up.